Once upon, once upon a time, there lived a boy called Careful Hands. He always did just what he was told to do without thinking. One day his mother said, "Where are you going, Hans?" "To grandmother's house," he said. So Hans went to his grandmother's house, where he played all day long. When Hans wished to go home, he went to his grandma and said, "Goodbye, grandmother. Now I'm going home. You must come again, Hans. You have been a good boy," said his grandmother. "Now take this needle to your mother. Tell her I sent it." "I will," said Hans, as he walked down the road behind a loaf of hay. Careful Hans stuck the needle into the hay, but then he could not see it anymore. When he came home, his mother said, "Good evening, Hans. What did your grandmother say?" "She said, take this to your mother, and she gave me a needle," Hans replied. "Where is the needle?" asked his mom. "I stuck it in a load of hay and could not find it," answered Hans. "Don't you know better than that? You should pin needles on your sleeve here," she said. "I will do it next time," answered Hans. The next morning, Hans started down the road. "Where are you going?" asked Hans' mother. "To grandmother's house," Hans answered. Hans went to his grandmother's house, where he played all day long. When he was done playing, he wished to go home and went to his grandmother's house, where he played all day long. When he was done playing, he wished to go home. He went to his grandmother and said, "Goodbye, grandmother. Now I am going home." "Come again, Hans. You have been a good boy," said his grandmother. "Take this knife to your mother." "I will," said Hans. He put in the knife in his sleeve, just as his mother told him. He walked down to his mother. "Good evening, Hans." "Mother," said Hans. "Good evening. What did grandmother say?" "She said, take this to your mother, and she gave me a knife," said Hans. Where is the knife?" "I put it in the sleeve, and now I cannot find it," said Hans. "What a foolish boy. Do you not know better than that? You should have put the knife into your pocket," said his mother. "I will do it next time," said Hans. Next day, Hans put on his cap. His mother asked, "Where are you going?" "To grandmother's house," he said. So Hans went down the road to his grandmother, where he played all day long. When Hans wished to go home, he went to his grandmother and said, "Goodbye, grandmother. Now I am going home. You must come again, Hans. You have been a good boy," said his grandmother. "Now take this baby goat to your mother, that I sent it." "I will," said Hans. Hans took the little goat and squeezed and pushed until he squeezed into his pocket, just as his mother told him. Then he walked home to his mother. "Good evening, Hans," said his mother. "What did Grandma say?" "She said, take this to your mother, and she gave me a goat." "Where is the goat?" asked mother. "I tried to put in my pocket, but it ripped out in the pocket and ran away." "Don't you have better than that? You should have tied the goat with a rope and leg it behind me," said she. I will do it next time," she answered Hans. The next morning, when Hans opened the door, his mother asked, "Where are you going, Hans?" "To grandmother's house," he said. So Hans walked down the road to his grandmother, where he played all day long. At the end the day, Hans wished to go home, and his grandmother said, "Come back, Hans. You have been a good boy. Now take this meat to your mother." "I will," said Hans, and he tied with the meat with a rope. Down the road he went with a meat dragging behind him. When he reached home, his mother said, "Good evening, Hans. What did grandmother say?" "She said, 'Take this to and she gave me a meat." "Where is the meat?" asked Hans' mother. "I tied with a rope and dragged it behind me, but the dogs ate it all up," said Hans. "What a foolish boy! Don't you know better than that? You should have carried the meat on your head." And she said, "I will do it next time," said Hans. The next day, Hans headed down the road. His mother called out, "Where are you going, Hans?" "To grandmother's house," he said. So Hans walked down the road to grandmother's house, where he played all day. When he wished to go home, he said, "Goodbye, grandmother. Now I am going home." "You must come back again," said Hans. "Hans, you have been a good boy. Now take this cow to your mother. Tell her I sent it." "I will," said Hans. He lifted the cow onto his head and started the road home. When he reached the house, his mother said, "Good evening, Hans. What did grandmother say?" "She said, 'Take this cow to your mother,' and she gave me a card." Where is the cow?" answered mother. "I set it on my head," answered Hans, "but it kicked my face and ran away." "Don't you know better than that?" she asked. And on it went. There really isn't an end to this story. You see, careful Hans never think before he thinks.